Listen, as the game screen finishing, oh, the Big Show was far from finished. Watch this. Whoa! Big Show obviously thinks that's what's best for business.
For the championship, Ziggler kicks out. What a sequence. Can you believe that?
No kidding.
Ziggler for the victory. Retain the title. Zigzag.
That's got to be it. It's got to be it. Got him. Hold him down.
Ziggler for the win. Incredible.
Roman Reigns about to deliver some bad news of his own.
Superman punch.
Wow.
Quickly, this matchup's underway. Everything's legal. Everything goes. Here we go. Going for the submission maneuver. That new submission maneuver. It's locked in. He had Cena in this on Raw this past Monday night.
This is a history-making night on Raw. I've never heard of a match like this.
I bet you'll see a suit. Look at this. This suit right here. Somebody's about to fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to yet another episode of Rogan Radio live from the friendly confines of Studio A here from the luxurious campus of Casa La Rogan Lumberport.
Yeah.
Listen, it's been a month since I've sat in this daggone chair.
Yeah.
I'm a little rusty.
Oh, I haven't sat in this chair in a long time.
Well, why don't you come over here and sit in this chair while I'm sitting in it? This Sunday, watch us D-Mac comes over to the captain's chair and sit on Captain Kirk's lap. Come on, Sulu.
Come on over. Talk about about the first thing that pops up.
Shit, Derek. We have a great show for you to play tonight. Honest to goodness, it's going to be fantastic. Christy and Clinton are here from Bikers for a Cure. We're going to talk about the 2018 Ride for Life. It's going to be the 17th annual one. That's going to be fantastic. We have a top 10 list thing. So we're going to help you out tonight. We get pulled over every single day. Some of us do, some of us don't.
Top 10 things you don't say when you get pulled over by the cops.
These are things you won't want to say when you get pulled over by the police department.
Hey, my sister-in-law, Jean's on here. Jeannie. Woo.
Hi, Jean.
Well,
Hey, wait, hold on. You get it?
What?
Hi, Jean.
Hi, Gene.
No, let's call her Jeannie, shall we?
Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie.
Yeah, yours is terrible.
Hey, can I rub your bottle and make a wish?
What's a rubber bottle and make a wish?
And we're also going to have this thing because Michelle, she's still at the lake. She might be in transit coming home. But Jimmy Whiz is back in the soundboard chair. Last week you saw, or 2 weeks ago actually, you saw D-Mac. He was the soundboard operator.
He did. You know what? D-Mac did a great job.
Now, here's going to be the interesting thing. We're going to have a soundboard operator off. We did this one time before. We did this one time before, which is going to be...
that one might win every time.
Yeah, it might.
So we're going to have this. We're going to have this little soundboard operator off thing, which is going to be fantastic. Hello, Clinton and Chrissy. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Hey,
down
my
there?
sister-in-law...
Well, let's go ahead and interrupt the guest with your sister-in-law. Let's do that.
No,
go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's not Beck Radio anymore. Settle down.
Wow.
Settle down. Now, you'll notice we have a vacant chair. We're going to get to this right now because they are on a high. They're down in Florida right now, signing a deal for Rogan Radio. Hopefully it pans out. Yeah, it's true, but we don't like to talk about stuff like that.
How much are we talking here, Chuck?
We're talking nothing for you, but everything for me and Michelle.
Well, that's how it should be.
Anyway,
Exactly how it
you
should
notice there's an empty chair up here next to D-Mac, and that's normally where Chad Poochio.
I don't know why you didn't throw a little echo in when you did that. No.
Chad
Isn't that better?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you should be back radio from now on. Kiss my ass. So anyhow, he and Carol went down yesterday. Todd's daughter.
My daughter got married.
Chad's daughter got married, and we were all up there. A lot of us were, and we had a pretty good time. But anyway, right afterwards, Chad and Carol, they board a plane, and they get drunk on a plane as the song goes.
About snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane. There's probably a couple snakes on the plane. And they head down to Florida. Right now they're at Disney World. We're going to call them up right off the bat so they can go about their business.
Get it over with.
We got to give them a pep talk because our careers, it relies on this.
Really? Oh, because they're working that deal out.
They're working the deal
down
out.
at Disney.
Bruce, remember, was it last year? Was it last year you went to New York and signed that deal for us?
Yep.
And it
last fall.
And that worked out with iHeart, so that was fantastic. Jimmy, you can go ahead and call. Jimmy's already forgot he's holding the phone over there. Chad, we're getting ready to call you.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy's too busy playing with his sound effects.
Yeah, but he's
Somebody deleted all mine.
he's actually practicing because he knows he's going to have this soundboard off. He's going to have this soundboard operator.
Okay, never play that one again.
Okay, we're getting ready to call Chad Puccio. Once again, he's down in Florida with Carol. They're down at Disney World. We're going to get a live update.
Is this just like a little vacation for him?
Well, it's business. It's business.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But it's at the expense of Rogan Radio.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. What's up, Spencer?
Spencer's on here? Yeah, tell me who's on. Well,
Okay. Hello.
Chad Puccio.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing much. We're having a good old time down here.
How's the weather down there?
It's actually a little crappy down here. It's raining just a little bit, but you know what? That has no bearing on the deal that I'm trying to get made.
Hey,
well, that's why you're down there. Chad is the event coordinator for Rogan Radio, and he's also the business sort of the business guy that is a consultant, so more or less. So you guys went down there. What time did you leave this morning?
Actually, we left this morning and got on a plane at 12:35, or got into TSA at 12:35. Got on our plane at 2:35. Got down here at 5:05.
Man,
a lot of fives.
There's a lot.
You played the lottery tonight, buddy.
Hey, by chance though, did they put you in one of those X-ray machines and check you for cavities?
Actually, they did. They didn't check any of my cavities, but one of the women had fun checking Carol's cavities. If you know.
Oh
wow!
Yeah. Is Carol having a pretty good? Is Carol having a pretty good time so far?
Well, so far, I mean, the plane ride coming in, she already got a little bit of enjoyment there. But no, I mean, as a matter of fact, we got down there and got the Disney Magical Express and got us brought over to the hotel and everything. We just got settled into the hotel, and you know, kind of waiting on tomorrow to get started with all of our business deals.
That's good. That's good. Well, since you're down there and since you brought that up, what we're going to do is give you a love jam since you're down there.
Oh, all right.
Chad Puccio, you're down in Florida. You went down to Florida and you became part of the Mile High Club. That's a long way up.
Oh,
a mile.
man,
That's a long way.
That was going to be my thing.
All the way to the top.
Almost a mile and a half, really.
Put the flaps up and the gear down because we're ready to take it off. Yeah. Okay, that was basically.
I can't.
Hold on. Listen, they're in Florida, not Mexico.
Yeah, that was
That's a Maya Disney?
Listen, that's like a
Hey,
Tijuana.
well, you know, we've been doing a little dancing around the hat, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so what the hell?
Hey, if you're down there and you happen to see a donkey show, do that, will you? I heard those are fantastic.
No, I've already seen one of those, and no, sorry.
So that's not part of the deal.
That's fantastic. All right, hey, listen, good luck on striking a deal. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. When you coming back?
Great news.
We're actually flying back on Thursday, but we won't be back until Friday because we are going to be making sure that we're on that ride with Clinton and Chrissy on Saturday.
Right.
All right.
And we're going to be, that's going to be fantastic.
As a matter of fact, Chuck, you need to lift up your laptop and make sure that
we already did that.
$2 bill.
Already taken care of that. Hey, by the way, do you have any questions?
All right.
Since you're not here tonight, do you have any questions real quick concerning the ride with Clinton and Chrissy before we actually get into it with them?
Honestly, I don't have any questions. I've done this ride with them a couple years, and it's fantastic every year. As a matter of fact, I've been talking to people on my ride up here to Pittsburgh, to the airport today. I ran into a few bikers and everything, and they happen to be doing a long haul, and they're going to be coming back around that time. So I told them to stop by, get registered in, and enjoy the nice scenery that these people put together.
Fantastic, man.
Thank you, Chad.
What kind of plane did you fly down on, by the way?
I have no idea.
It was a big one?
Big SOB.
You know what? I know which one.
It was an Alaskan Airlines. That's what I was kind of wondering if it was an Alaskan Airlines.
Okay. Well, it was Southwestern is what it was. Of course, I've never been on a plane that actually had 6 seats across one row. So
right,
it's actually the largest plane I've been on. Passenger plane that I've been on.
Like a 47? Is that a 747? Or is that bigger than that?
I don't know.
747.
747.
What would that be, Clinton? Would that be like a? What are those now? 767s? Wouldn't it be a 67?
Southwest.
I think 57.
57. Okay. Well, hey, listen. You guys have a good time. Keep us updated on the big deal. And if you
elevator top floor. Thank
hey,
you.
listen. And if you
This is your captain speaking.
and if you happen to when you on your flight back, because it always takes longer, right? If you happen to drink a couple beers, say both you and Carol are in the lodge or in whatever they call that at the airport, the lounge. Not the lodge.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going skiing.
The lounge. Yeah.
So then you have to maybe you have too much to drink. You get on the plane and you have to take a bathroom break. Make sure you go together so you don't get lost.
Yeah.
You know what? Tag team partnership. You've got to take your partner with you. That way.
Don't go it alone.
Everything comes out just fine.
All right. Hey, you guys have a good time. We'll talk to you later, brother. Have fun.
All right.
Send
later
lots
on.
of pictures.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Puccio from down in Florida. He's along with Carol, man. Tell me who's on here. That's what I want to know.
Anthony Morgan's on here.
What's up,
Hey.
AJ?
Brandy Hutchinson. I never can say that.
Hello,
right.
Brandy.
Yeah, Michelle Rogan joined.
Hey.
Finally, where is
I
Michelle?
don't know.
She's
I
on
don't
Cheat
know.
Lake.
Chris Ridenhour's
What's
on
up, Chris,
here.
baby?
Spencer, Levi, Cornell. George's beautiful wife, Terry Reinhardt.
Hey, by the way, if you're listening to the music right now, hit me some emoji on there. I like when I go back there and listen to that stuff. I'm like emoji flying all over the screen.
Parker Fulton's on here, Chuck.
It's like being in a part of the Mile High Club with with having both feet on the ground.
Donnie Stonebreaker. Tina Cottrell Yeager.
Ooh,
Chuck.
I wonder if she's related to Chuck Yeager.
Oh, maybe.
You know?
I like
Sandy Dutcher.
Hello, Sandy.
Jack Hall's on here, buddy.
Jack, what's up, Jack?
And Judy.
Hey, listen, you have to St. Jude too. And listen, I have a great story. We went down to Myrtle Beach last week. That's what we were, we went down there. So what's funny is they had a DJ one night around the pool.
They did. Yeah.
So I went up to the DJ, or it was actually one afternoon sort of thing.
What'd you say?
I told him that the world-famous comedian, Facebook sensation, Jack Hall from Webster Springs was sitting right over there.
Nice.
And what would be really cool, if you wanted a lot of selfies to kind of highlight the hotel and everything that we were staying at, go ahead, say his name. He'll get on a conga line, lead the conga line around the pool. And you know what happened? He did just that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he did. So we had this big conga line going around the pool and everything. And he was everywhere we went, he was the world sensation Facebook comedian that went viral, Jack Hall from Webster Springs.
Nice.
Wow. It was pretty awesome.
You guys had a good time.
We did have a good time, actually.
I saw lots of pictures.
Yeah, we had a good time.
That's awesome. It's always
Donnie
good.
Everett. Donnie Everett's on here,
Hey,
Chuck.
Donnie.
Carol Miller jumped on, but we know where Carol Miller is. She needs to get off the
Joe
phone.
Miller.
Listen, why is there somebody humping on your head over there?
Oh, that's funny.
Darren.
You can't see. That's funny jump.
can
It's
see
time
it.
delay. It's time delay.
That keeps moving it where my head goes.
Anyway, we have two guests in here tonight. Chrissy and Clinton
Stop it, Darren.
from Bikers for a Cure. Go ahead and find that. Throw that link up there on Facebook.
I'll do it.
And now, first thing what we want, while you're listening to this, afterwards, keep this in your mind, and you want to go back and you want to like Bikers for a Cure, because every single year, for 17 years running, actually, every year you have this bike run. It's the Ride for Life. Explain a little bit. If is Clinton, is Chrissy still like the voice of the show, or the?
She's the CEO of the bike ride. So.
Okay. Well, I know last year when you guys came in, it was one or the other. Either Chrissy said Clinton talks, or I couldn't remember how that worked.
Clinton can talk. He's a better speaker.
Speak, Clinton, speak.
Yeah, go ahead and give us a quick description, though, of like the rundowns for 17 years now, how it all started, what the actual, the purpose, so to speak, is.
Well, 17 years ago, Chrissy, which should be explaining this to you, started this ride. I'm not sure how you even brought that up, but...
Okay, I'll speak.
All right.
17 years ago, we thought we'd put together a motorcycle ride to raise money for the Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society, and we started out, and we had like 30 people. So 17 years later, we're hoping to have over 700. We had over 600 last year.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's a lot of metal right there.
Yes.
Awesome. Wow. And you guys, you went out on the ride today. Well, how many miles this year is it going to be?
It's around 135 to 140.
So it's an all-day trip.
Yes.
It's an all-day trip. So where do you start at? Give us some details on like registration and.
Okay, we're starting at Texas Roadhouse next Saturday. It'll be at 10 a.m. to 12 noon will be the sign-up times. It's $15 per rider or $25 with rider and passenger. Mm-hmm. That gets you breakfast at Texas Roadhouse, which really takes great care of us.
Yeah, they really do.
And we'll go out and ride 130 some odd miles. We got some nice stops on the way. And then we'll be back to the Best Western Plus, Bridgeport Inn. Right across the street. I mean, pretty much.
Fantastic. Just a big loop.
Yeah, it's a big loop, and they take great care of us, too. We got that big ballroom they open up for us. We do bike games outside. We got a live band, which is Jake Uhaley. This kid's 17 years old. Any of you guys heard Jake Uhaley?
I haven't.
No.
He's 17 years old, and he's really, really good on guitar, and he sings well. They play classic rock kind of things. I have never personally went and watched them, but I've seen their video on Facebook, and everybody that's went and watched them is really happy with them. So we're kind of excited to see how that turns out.
So, so like on Saturday at 10 o'clock, you can come up to the Roadhouse, which is, there's this. If you're not familiar with Clarksburg and Bridgeport, it's right down. It's at East Point. Everybody knows that right off of I-79. Because if you say Clarksburg, some people think that's Bridgeport. If you say Bridgeport, if you know the area, you're going to say no, that's Clarksburg. But it's right up there at East Point, right next to the post office. Just so happens you can't miss it going down to Super Walmart. So it's say at 10 o'clock, the registration starts. Now, do you have any pre-registration by chance?
No, we do not. There's a lot of logistics, I think, that goes into that, trying to get.
Sure, there is.
Computer registration sign-ups.
Well, then you have to take them. You have to figure all that out. Too much of a hassle, really, honestly.
We actually tried it one year, and only 3 people did it, so it wasn't really.
Yeah, for the headache. Yeah, for the headache. Right.
We just had it at bike night, and you could register then, and only 3 people did it. So
actually, signing up is part of the experience, I think. I mean, you come up there to the Roadhouse, and they really treat you good, and you get a little bit of camaraderie there in the parking lot before people take off. It's a good thing.
And listen, if nobody's seen that Roadhouse parking lot for this Ride for Life, it's amazing.
No, it certainly is.
we work right over there at the post office, and I mean, it's just like it's like Saturday night at the Roadhouse. I mean, that place, every spot is full of a motorcycle. I mean, it's amazing.
And it's awesome when the bikes start taking off because I was working there last year, and you could hear it sounds like helicopters flying over the place, and you look outside, it's just bike upon bike upon bike upon bike upon bike. So on Saturday at 10 o'clock, somebody with their bike, I guess you could just do anything if you even wanted. If you didn't have a bike, but you somehow want to donate to the cause, which we'll get here in a second, you can just come up and give a donation. Say if you want a shirt, or if you want to buy, is there a way to do that? If you just want to say, if I'm like me and I don't have a bike because I'm too much of a wuss, I'm scared of that.
Now your wife won't.
But somehow I want to be involved in it.
You can do it in your vehicle. You don't have to have a motorcycle.
Okay, well that's very good too. Then,
or Chuck, you could ride bitch.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say that.
Boy,
you could ride on the back of Clint's Fat Boy.
Yeah, yeah, you can get on the back of that Fat Boy.
Oh man, there's almost a Vaughn Haggerty thing right there.
Might be.
This Saturday, watch as Chuck rides bitch on Clinton Monroe's Fat Boy. You can get your tickets now at Ticketmaster at 681-222-7646. Watch as they go screaming down the street. Oh, it's going to be exciting. The rev is going to be high, the gears are going to be low, and Clinton's going to go where no man has gone before.
You always make this show so much fun, Chuck.
It is awesome.
Yeah, you really do.
Those are like those old monster truck things. I love doing those things.
Yeah, you're the best.
I actually did one of those for DVE one time, years and years ago, and that's why it's never got out of my system.
You did like a...
Yeah, remember that one? I made that little promo, that little thing that had DVE liner on the end of it?
I just watched that like 3 days ago because it was just over a year ago.
Yeah, that's how we used to do that, man. It was like DVE. And DVE's liners, when they come out of a song or a jingle, we call them liners or whatever. Those things will just set you on fire. That's the entire reason I listen to that. And CLG started copying that also. That's that guy, CLG.
Yeah.
Morgantown rocks.
I'll tell you, DVE depresses me now.
Really?
I went up there. It's not rock anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It depressed me.
No.
Anyhow,
the other day,
it's just not the same.
No,
Millennial
it's nowhere
sounds.
near.
So you could go up there at 10 o'clock and you register, and you're part of the show. You're part of the show.
Yes.
And now, out of all of this, which is pretty amazing, actually, is that out of the $15, if you're a single rider, out of that $15, out of the collective now, thank goodness you have some corporate sponsors and some local businesses that are going to help you out with this. But that out of that $15, this year the cause is, because the entire thing is once again called the Ride for Life, which is bringing an awareness, which is really cool about what you do. You bring certain awarenesses to certain types of cancer. It seems like every year it's a new one to bring awareness up, and that's fantastic. Now this year the theme is going to be,
we're bringing children's cancer awareness this year.
Because it's sad. Yeah. It's very sad.
It is very sad. We have a guy that we work with, Joel. His little daughter, 7 years old, was diagnosed with leukemia. So
see, that breaks my heart.
That's why we chose to do children's cancer awareness.
Right. And then it's the entire thing is that the cancer anymore, and this is the scary part for me, is that it used to be an old person's disease.
Yeah.
But you look at everything that's been affected now. You had Robbie Faber just a few months ago. He was, we went to school with Robbie. Chad's wife, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She died of esophageal cancer. Kenny Kerr, we work with Kenny Kerr, esophageal cancer. And it seems like it's everywhere now. It's everywhere now. And then when you bring awareness to certain things, because I know each year, like when you have this ride, I start researching. I'm a research guru. If I get something right now, it's all about CH34s and UH1s. And I am all over the YouTube with UEs and the Sikorskis. I'm all about, learning new things. But, like last year, it was all about, I was learning things about cancer, even treatments and things that they're doing now in a lot of the private side. I mean, a lot of the universities are doing fantastic. But then you have some of these little outbreaks now. I call them outbreaks because I don't know what they're called. Some of these institutions that actually fund the research, and some of the things that they're coming up with are amazing.
Yeah.
Some of the treatments now.
Well, you know what? That's what this money goes for, is for research and to try to find a cure for this stuff. And it breaks your heart when, and I've had 3 of my own kids, but now I have a granddaughter. And it just kills me when I watch even go on Facebook, and they'll Facebook someone will post or repost a picture of a little kid, to forward on for prayers and stuff.
Kids, yeah.
And you see these little kids like that, especially the infants. And they're all hooked up and stuff, and it just makes you want to cry. Like,
dude, I can't watch them St. Jude.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
when it comes to kids like that,
it's ridiculous.
It is rough for kids.
Now, let me ask you this question: when it comes to the ride this year, is there any chance of going through Morgantown? Without saying you're going through Morgantown?
We're on the outskirts of Morgantown.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let me tell you, yesterday we did something really neat. 2 or 3 weeks ago, Chrissy put a box out at our work, a big box, to gather a wish list, because she had spoke to the people down at the Children's Hospital, and they gave a certain amount of things that could be purchased. And, we work for Pratt & Whitney, and it's a really great place to work as far as people being charitable. And we had 3 boxes full of things to take down the Children's Hospital. So we met at the White Front Tavern yesterday on our bikes, and Nancy Duda drove her SUV down, and we took all the toys down. Now, they wasn't allowed to come outside and see us because they had to be kept, in a sterile environment.
And how sad is that when you were a kid, and the best part of your life you're going to be spending in a hospital bed inside, where you just can't you can't go out and ride a bike or play frisbee. Something as simple as just going out and skinning your knees on the pavement.
But they came to the window and was waving at us. And
see, that would be heartbreaking.
It was really, really cool.
I've done that. When the American Legion Riders, we did that. It was last year, I believe. And I want to tell you something. You want to know something that'll jerk at your feels, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
You see them kids up there in their windows, they're waving just like there's just like they see Santa Claus.
And
I'll tell you what, it'll make a grown man cry.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
And a lot of them, it's like they're normal. That's their normal. And how sad is that they don't know any different?
Well, they're innocent. They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
They just know they're trying to get better. That's all they know.
And it's really, once again, fantastic. This year it's going to be, how just to go through the aspect of saying, okay, because cancer sucks regardless of what kind of cancer it has. I mean, I've had melanoma. Dad's had prostate cancer. St. Jude, too. Michelle's mom has had melanoma. Jack, prostate. My sister has some kind of thyroid deal going on. I mean, Robbie Faber, again, we can go through the entire list, and it goes on and on and on and on and on.
Family that hasn't been affected by it.
That's what I mean. And so it's good that you have people that actually stand up and want to do something. You know what I mean? And before it even affects you,
right?
For $15, say, you could not only have a hell of a fun time on that day, but then you're also, for the collective of things, helping, this year, like I said, go up there and watch those little kids. Go up, I don't care how old you are, because when you have something like that, it's scary as balls, and you don't know what's going to happen, and nobody knows that except you. You know, you can have people slap you on the back and say, it's going to be okay, and I know. So, no, you don't know, actually, because no one's told you that before. And it's fantastic that you guys are doing that. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And then how about some of the people that are helping you out as far as businesses go? The Roadhouse, we already know about the Roadhouse, because that's going to be a pretty big breakfast.
Yeah, and the Best Western as well. Who else you got?
We have a lot of sponsors, but looking at the back of it, there's Pratt & Whitney, Bombardier, West Virginia Pools, Pilot Freight Services, NDSS, Rogan Radio.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Rogan Radio.
American Legion Riders. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. There's a whole bunch more on there, and every one of them is as important as the next.
Sure.
But
Just in sponsors this year, we raised $22,145 in just donations.
Just in sponsors.
Just in sponsors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey,
we
Chris,
really appreciate you guys too, letting us come on here.
Yes.
Oh,
and
it's our pleasure,
and promoting
man.
this. You guys are sponsors of us. You make the PSA for us. I mean, we really, really, really appreciate it. Matter of fact, that PSA, we put it on our Facebook page. Last time I looked, I think it had like 6,500 views.
That's fantastic, man. That's good. That's good. You know what? And then listen, we're going to do the same thing next year, unless there's not cancer anymore. At least in that way, we can just slap each other on the ass and say good job.
Good job.
You know what I mean? That would be
Said
fantastic.
That, Chrissy Helger said that Chrissy looks like Wonder Woman.
She does.
Can you stand up and spin
Thanks,
around?
Chrissy.
Oh, look out,
Look at that
Jack.
headband. That thing is shiny like a crown.
You know what?
I am digging it.
With
You
a
need
Statue
those
of
little
Liberty.
wristbands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the halo of truth? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
The lasso of truth.
Lasso of truth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
You must not watch it.
I love Linda Carter, buddy.
You know, last week we had Linda Carter. Who did you say it was? It's not even Linda Carter, dork.
Not anymore.
No, it's not. Who'd Linda Carter play?
No, wait a minute. Who did
Carter was the original
Wonder
No. Who
She's
did
the
you?
original one.
Darren, remember the Bionic Woman?
Lindsay Wagner.
That's
Lindsay
Lindsay
Wagner.
Wagner.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it
I
was.
got it right, man.
Yeah, I'm
right.
sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. I love you, man.
But I do like the fact that we were sitting here looking at you and never even thought for a second that you look like Wonder Woman.
Woo! Listen, do you remember this? I
do.
love.
I think she was hot.
Look at her. Look at.
She is very
Chrissy,
hot.
look this way for a second. Look at her.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Look at her.
Oh, yeah.
Sisters, man.
Chrissy Helder's absolutely right about that. No kidding. Now the funny thing is, as Chrissy looks like Wonder Woman, Clinton looks like Batgirl, and I love that. She's sexy as hell.
He didn't mean that, Clinton.
Sexy as
Yeah, he
hell.
did.
I'm listening to this podcast called Forgotten TV, and they go through all the old '70s, TV made for movies and the Incredible Hulk and Wonder Woman and stuff like that, and it's great because it takes you back. Because these kids now, I mean, they got TV 24/7. When I was a kid, you know what happened at like 11:59?
You got the bars and the airplanes.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It was gone.
yeah.
You know, you didn't have.
Except on Saturdays, you had like Chilla Theater stuff like
See,
that.
Saturday-
Chiller Thriller Theater.
And that was it. That's what I told my kids. Saturday was the only day you got cartoons. And you had to get up early. And
6:30, buddy.
Yeah, man. Start watching cartoons because that was it for the rest of the week.
You
were
know what
done.
I'd like to see made into a movie that was a 70s show, or one that would be 80s, would be Greatest American Hero.
I love.
Oh,
the
I'm surprised they haven't
American.
done that yet.
Yeah.
Where he got
I'm
the
surprised they haven't
suit, but he didn't get the instructions.
Yeah, funny.
I love that shit.
They can
man.
make that into. A
Or
pretty
you know,
good
why doesn't
comedy.
Will Ferrell do like a Mork for Mork thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I was talking about Darty today. We were talking about Robin Williams, and I was like, do you ever watch Mork for Mork? And she looked at me like a calf looking at a
I never
Newgate.
watched Mork for Mork either. I thought it was stupid. But
Listen,
nevertheless,
it was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was
it was
Robin
Mork
Williams.
and Mindy.
Minus until you had
Yeah.
Jonathan Winters on there.
Yeah, Mork and
Jonathan Winters is horrible. I never liked
Yeah,
that guy.
he
Anyway,
ruined-
back for the Ride for Life. We're getting off
I'm
topic.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So, the 17th annual Ride for Life this Saturday, 10 o'clock registration up at the Roadhouse. Is there any information besides Bikers for a Cure? You can do that on Facebook. Go ahead and look Bikers for a Cure, or you'll even see the Ride for Life 2018 on there, where you can actually see the event and get a little bit more information on there. Sound good?
Sounds
Sounds
great.
good.
Well, hey, Chuck.
In
Chuck,
a nutshell.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Clint.
No, I just.
Oh, no, I thought, okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I put a link on in the comments so you can click.
Oh, yeah,
and go right to the
fantastic,
Facebook
fantastic,
page.
fantastic. And listen, man, I hope it does well. You know what? Like I said, I'm right across the street, and maybe we'll be able to do some, depending on, if I can wake up. I have this bad. I have to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning now, which is getting kind of hard.
Oh.
It's kind of rough, especially when you go to bed. Well, especially when you go to bed at 11:30. It's kind of tough to do that.
Yeah, but when you get to work, you can take a nap, bro.
So anyhow, we can go ahead. We can go ahead and maybe we'll get that video camera over there. I'll give it to Chad because I know he'll have the GoPros and stuff like that, and we'll do like a little like a post production, something like that, to let
that'd be great.
to keep, because after this particular day is over, that doesn't mean that the cancer stops, and then people can go ahead and either through you guys get more information or call up to the Children's Hospital there in Morgantown, or even if if it's not even the children's hospital, just to be more aware of how the strains of what cancer is to somebody, financially, mentally, and everything else, and then whatever you can do to help somebody would be fantastic.
Thank you.
That would be great.
Yeah, man, that's good. Now listen, let's see what we're going to do.
We got to pray to the weather gods, though.
Well, you
What
know
do they
what?
call? What kind of weather are they looking at? Do we know yet?
It's 50-50.
Is it
Can't go
50?
wrong if you're a weatherman.
Yeah, you're
well,
right.
Well, let me tell you about this particular weekend. Did you happen to watch any of the weather for this weekend? Because Michelle's pissed.
Oh, because it said 50 and 60% chance of rain.
Friday it said 80% chance of rain for Saturday. We didn't go to Cheat Lake because it was going to storm all day.
Yeah.
Right? Guess what? Never got a drop.
Never got a drop.
Today
of
was
rain.
the same way.
Today was the same way.
Yeah,
I said,
part of
listen.
rain. Yeah.
So I said, screw it. Let's go to Cheat Lake. We went up there, had a good time, not a drop of rain.
Yeah.
It's amazing like that. So you know what? No matter what they say, 10 o'clock at the Roadhouse. If you want any more information, search again on Facebook. Todd put the thing in the comment section. It's the 2018 Ride for Life or Bikers for a Cure. Check that out. Absolutely.
That's right.
It's rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
$15 for the first rider gets you. Listen, you're going to get a 130-mile ride. You're going to get breakfast at the Roadhouse. You're going to get a hell of a party afterwards, and you're going to have everything in between. How many stops do you actually have during it?
5.
5 stops. That's going
And
to be
they get
awesome.
dinner at the end too. And all the places we stop are putting food out at each stop. So
Do you have any phone numbers anybody could call by chance?
yeah, I'll give you mine. 304-677-1472, or Clint's is 304-672-0311.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Text them at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
They'll answer.
You can text or call anytime.
Hey, Rob Wilfong says, hello, Clint and Christine.
Hi, Robbie. He went for the pre-ride with us today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw some pictures on Facebook where some people were doing that pre-ride today.
You know,
getting warmed up. They said getting warmed up for Saturday.
Did you find it? Did you actually find any spots that you didn't like in the road? Because it's like with over here on 18, this little shortcut between Lumberport and Diston. You got to watch if you're on a bike up there.
Just where he brought me through there was pretty bad to get here.
For
but-
our route, though, no. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, we checked it out today.
Well, I know we went to New Martinsville last weekend. We took 20 all the way out. Man, that just beat us. That road is so bad.
That's what I was telling
It
Clinton.
is. Then we took 23 on the way back, and it was the construction and them trucks and everything. God, it was horrible.
Well, that's what Mad Dog was talking. They're putting all kinds of wells and stuff out here, and there's water trucks, there's water bottles
They're
coming
beating
through.
that road up bad.
Anyway, we've kind of teased this a little bit before. Michelle's not here. Normally, she is a soundboard operator. The original soundboard operator is Jimmy Wiz.
Jimmy.
Now, when Jimmy's not here, D-Mac does it. We have this plethora. The only person that can't like that. The only person that can't do anybody else's job in here is Darren's. We have no idea what he does.
Yeah, but you know what, Chuck? He's good at what he does.
So what we're going to do right now for at least, I don't know, a couple minutes, we're going to have a soundboard operator off. A battle of the soundboard operators. And what we want you to do is listen. Now, you're not going to really necessarily know.
Probably not.
But you know what? Just tell us Jimmy or D-Mac. Or just go ahead and hit some emoji. So, Jimmy, you go ahead and start it out.
Yeah, Jimmy's a veteran.
Oh, yeah.
But Derek is good, though. Derek's good.
Good shit, Derek.
Once it hits your lip, it's so good.
I could probably teach you a few things. Are you thinking you might want to have sex with me?
That must have been Jimmy. Ooh, that must have been Derek.
Most girls can't handle it.
Ooh, that was Jimmy. Oh, that was definitely
That's
Jimmy.
old school right there. Yeah, I like the
Masturbate.
funk.
You're making me horny.
Chainsaw?
Yeah, it was Jimmy. Yeah.
Holy Santa Claus.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Good shit, Derek.
Fuck you, Dale! Fuck you!
Whoa! Yeah, right back at it, Jimmy.
That was the winner.
All right,
Yeah, that's what that was. That was an error.
No, that was good stuff right there.
and the winner of that one with the mic drop was D-Mac.
Yes. Sorry, Jim.
How funny, man. That was good stuff. Phew.
That was fun, Jim. That was fun, Chuck.
Cool story, bro.
All right. Once again, we have Clinton and Chrissy in here today, and Ride for Life coming up on Saturday, and then
What's wrong, Chuck?
I don't know. I was watching Brucey just out of the blue pushing buttons. I was like, hey, what's going on over there?
It's warm in here.
Well, hit that thing on high then. Put that thing up to high. Yeah, we finally have an air conditioner in here, because it normally gets pretty hot.
Yeah.
Now listen, are you guys hot down there?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Well, let me tell you this: if you think it is hot now, you should have been in here before we had this little air conditioner because it was brutal, brutally.
We would sit in here, and when we lift our arms off the table, it's just wet. Everything was wet.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh, snap. Yeah, snap perspiration.
Tell me about. Listen, on Saturday, speaking of, wait a minute.
Wait, Bruce is.
Hold the hell on.
Darren.
Yeah, it was
Now,
big
listen,
Saturday.
something just went off. That's why we have these light bulbs on the shirt. Like, you'll see these light bulbs. And there's a reason why, because sometimes we're slow.
Sometimes
We're very slow. And then all of a sudden, things snap into our head, hence the light bulb. We'll say something, you won't get it today, but you'll be thinking about it somehow, and you'll be like, oh, that's some of them sons of bitches met. How funny is that? That was actually pretty funny. It's like sort of like watching The Simpsons. Well, we have the Ride for Life coming up, but we also have a member of the crew getting married on Saturday.
Oh, is there any way,
Well,
Chuck,
you know
Chuck,
what?
Chuck, is there any way we can talk
We
him out of it?
can have that Darren explain that.
Yeah,
Well, okay,
tell us-
go ahead.
You have 6 more days to get to run away, man.
Yep. Not gonna happen. It's a long
Not
time,
gonna happen?
Long time overdue.
Long time
Tell us
overdue.
about it.
Yep.
Tell us about it. You guys are getting married down in Weston.
Yep, we're getting married Saturday, 8/18/18, and down at Lammer's Winery. And of course the reception. You know, everything's just gonna be real small.
Everything's going to be small.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
Well, she must like it because she's marrying me.
Dang.
Yeah, she's a really nice lady.
But yeah, so the reception is going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yep.
It's going to be a good time.
Yep, just immediate family and close friends.
And that's later in the afternoon, too.
When
So
we started making out the guest list, man, we had to keep it short because if with her family as big as it is, and my family as big as it is,
Right.
plus all the people that we both know.
Yeah.
I mean, we were into it in 10 minutes. We were over 500 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know, and wow.
Well,
So-
here's the thing.
And I tell you what we did too is instead of going with an open bar, we went to a cash bar because
Smart.
I know my family.
Well, yeah. And that's why you bring your own stash when you go to somebody else's
That's
wedding.
right.
We just learned that, too.
That's
But
right.
here's my advice that Michelle and I learned the second time around is that there's only 2 people that you have to worry about when you have a wedding, and that's you and your spouse.
Yep.
Nobody else. So it doesn't matter what you eat, what kind of music, because you can go and you can have the best. You can spend $10,000 on the best party for somebody else, but you're stuck with that bill, and the only thing you're doing is like, we could have went on a cruise, or we could have went flying around the world.
We're not going nothing formal about this whatsoever. Nothing formal. I mean, I'm just wearing a pair of dress slacks and a button-up shirt, not even wearing a tie.
We're still going with assless chaps, right?
And,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's what won the poll.
And,
Yeah, but I'm going to wear mine
everybody-
in the front. the
Everybody's
assless
going
part.
to change over to shorts and a T-shirt, for the reception.
Listen, we're
So,
going to have a busy
you know.
day. I go to work, then I go over to the Roadhouse for the Ride for Life, then I go to Darren's wedding. Then I'm going to wake up. By the way, no show next Sunday. I'm calling out right now. calling that one right now. No show next Sunday. Don't even try tuning in.
Don't do it. Well, we're going every other weekend anyhow in the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that works out pretty good for us.
It's going to be very busy, I think. It's going to be very busy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, Jimmy Wiz, you're heading out. Jimmy got a.
I'm out. I got to get my kids.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Tell the kids that we said hello. Tell Haley and tell my son Christian that everything's still going good.
Tell
Hope to see him
Christian,
again.
tell my daughter Haley. I love her.
Thanks for coming
I'll
in,
do
Jim.
that.
though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to
Listen,
come around and visit us sometime.
Let me tell you something. We had yesterday at Chad's wedding. At not Chad's wedding, but
Chad's
Chad's
daughter.
Chad's on his honeymoon right now. That's why we keep saying this.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to kick
Yeah.
my ass for saying that.
Yeah.
No, Chad's on business trip. but yesterday we're sitting at this wedding, and for a long time it was Jimmy and Todd, and this is how all of this stuff started. The 3 of us, and then Brucey was there, and then Chad was there, and Brucey, were we not? We were being ornery. I mean, we were being. There were so many inside jokes that we were pointing. It reminded me of the good old days, as you can
did.
say.
I laughed the whole time.
15,
No one
20
saw your
years ago,
phone.
we're sitting here doing just stupid shit that we used to do. And when basically are like, well,
20s.
20s for the most part. Yeah,
It was fun. We had a good time.
it was good. It brought back good memories. It's pretty good.
Anyway.
Anyway,
All right,
sayonara.
love you, Jim. Love you, man.
Sayonara. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
That's right. Jimmy left, and that is
Perfect.
Jimmy didn't hear that. He don't know what just happened. He has no idea.
Go ahead and throw something up there, D-Mac, while he's not paying attention. He can't hear
Since
nothing.
we know you're the best now, D-Mac.
That's how we do it. There goes Jimmy.
There he goes.
Bye, Jimbo.
Oh, Lord.
Miss you already.
That's funny. Miss you already. Chuck, will you eat that chip right there?
Ooh.
No.
That one chip challenge chip?
We talked about it last week.
Really?
2 weeks ago.
I think we did. There is a chip in that, right?
Yeah, there's a chip in there.
You
Clinton,
want
have
to
you
try
got
one?
No.
Oh, Clinton.
That thing was Chad Puccio found those. They were $40 a piece. It's the one chip challenge, and we had TJ. TJ was in here. He's with Real Shoot Wrestling. Probably, I don't know how long now. 4 months, 5 months ago, something like that.
Oh, a year ago.
He ate that chip, and Tim Cross, who was with him, had to go to his apartment because he thought he was having a heart attack and dying.
literally.
It's that hot.
Now, and you know what? We made him eat that chip. Rogan Radio made him eat that chip right here at the microphone with nothing to drink.
Nothing.
Couldn't do
5
it
minutes.
For 5 minutes.
No drink.
Listen, he about died.
Yeah, we thought he was going to die.
He about died.
Yeah.
Are you into spicy food, hot stuff?
I don't think that's spicy and hot.
Well, let me read this to you. It says, "This chip is crazy hot, not for the faint of heart." So, or stomach.
Yeah,
Heat seekers
Yeah.
may eat at their own risk. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. If the heat is too much for you, try drinking milk or eat some ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream.
You know what the best
Does
thing
it
to do?
give the
That,
Schofield units on it?
Yeah, like 10 billion.
you know, if you ever eat something hot, the best thing to do is put sugar in your mouth.
I've
Eat
heard
sugar
that.
because
Yeah.
it'll be like kitty litter soaking up oil on your garage floor.
Yeah.
Works every time.
I've heard that. No, that's funny. I've heard that.
It does
We-
work.
Sugar.
And by the way, do you have any cats at the house? Do you guys have any cats? Do you,
Yes.
do you buy that Arm & Hammer stuff with the blue crystals in it? Because I got like 30 pounds of it that we can't use in the house because the cat's too prissy to use the good stuff.
It
Do you need any of that?
We could use it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's already used. I had to get it out of the commode. So I said, listen, it was like this.
He's
I was like,
only joking.
I was like, listen, if we spend that much on kitty litter and the cat can't use it, somebody's going to use it because I never throw anything away. So you know what? I had to put kitty litter in both I had to turn the water off, which the girls didn't like when they wanted to take their 40-minute showers. But I filled the commodes up full of kitty litter, which it smells great. It's like potpourri.
Yeah. The blue crystals, that's why.
Yeah, it's absolutely Arm & Hammer. You have to love it.
See, I don't know if Jimmy would have that cat sound effect.
I don't think he would.
Not
But,
on the fly
but
like
Derek
that.
does. Derek does.
He wouldn't have this one either. This one.
Which one's that? What's that?
Wow, that's a old school one.
Woody Woodpecker.
Anyway, what we're going to do now, top 10 list.
Oh.
Top 10 list. Break out the top 10 list. Tonight, top 10 things you should not say to a police officer when you get pulled over.
All right. We got to find out who's got this list so we can find out what order we're going to go in. Starting from 10
I don't have the
to
list.
1.
It's on. Look on your messenger.
Yeah, it's there.
Let me look at it here. Hold on.
So we're doing this as a public service because it's occasionally you'll get pulled over. Once again, top 10 things not to say when you get
there
pulled
it is.
over. Number 10.
Oh, number 10.
Sorry, officer, I didn't realize my radar detector wasn't plugged in. Don't want to say that. Don't want to say that.
No, you absolutely don't want to say that. Can I do number 9?
Go ahead.
Number 9. Do you know why you pulled me over? Okay. Just so one of us does.
D-Mac, number 8.
My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban at the zoo. Now, why am I on the wrong number 8?
Number 8. You're not going to
Yes,
check the
you are.
trunk, are you? They're right there on the screen up there.
I'm looking. Oh, shoot.
Brucey, number 7. Can
Number
you read
7,
that?
Bruce.
I was trying to keep up with the traffic. Yes, I know there are no officers around. That's how far ahead of me they are.
Very good.
Yeah.
Chrissy, number 6 of the
Number
top 10
6.
things you never want to say to a police officer when you get pulled over.
I thought you had to be in a relatively good physical condition to be a police officer.
Dang. Clinton, how about number 5?
Number 5.
Officer says, son, your eyes look red. Have you been drinking? You respond with, officer, your eyes look glazed. Have you been eating donuts?
We need a pa-dum-pum.
At number 4 of the top 10 things you should never say to a police officer when you get pulled over. Hey, you must have been doing 125 to keep up with me. Good job.
Number 3. Number 3. Gee, officer, that's terrific. The last officer only gave me a warning, too.
Dang. All right. Darren, go ahead at number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, we missed the post.
You took it away from me.
Oh.
Aren't you the guy from the Village People?
Yeah, I never want to say
that
it.
should be
don't
number
ever say
1.
that.
I love that one.
All right, D-Mac.
All right.
At number 1, the top 10 things you should never say to a police officer when you get pulled over.
Hey, I can't reach my license unless you hold my beer.
Woo!
It's fantastic.
See, Derek read that like he was on going for a
like he's on
casting interview.
Like he's almost done it before.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a casting couch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might have seen
Yeah.
a couple of those videos. You. I don't know. What
Okay,
kind
listen,
of
let's do
casting.
this real quick. We're going to do this real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the officer. You're going to be the drunk guy that I pull over. Do you have any sirens on your car?
Maybe.
Who's going to be the drunk guy?
Derek.
Derek McIntyre's going to be the drunk guy.
I don't know if I have or not.
Okay, Todd will give it to me right now. Todd's the.
Yeah, he'll give it to you.
Todd, you're the police. Give me some sirens. Just do it. Hello, son. Do you know how fast you were going?
I have absolutely no idea.
Have you been drinking?
Nope.
Do you have your license and registration?
Nope.
What have you been drinking?
Nope.
Is that your wife in the car?
Maybe.
Tell her to sit in the car. We'll be back in a second.
Did you hear what he just said?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
That was on the fly. That was our
improv session.
Yeah, our improv session.
That was bad. Chuck.
Once again, real quick, we're going to shut this baby down because it's a fast hour. We have Clinton and Chrissy in here. Ride for Life happens this Saturday at the Roadhouse. Registration starts at 10 o'clock. Once again, go up there and for $15 for your ride, and it doesn't have to necessarily be on a motorcycle. An extra $10, $25 if you have 2 people. Correct. You can go up there. It this year is bringing awareness to all of children's cancer, which is a horrible thing in the first place. Start out the day. Now if you go up there and register, you get your breakfast. Then you have 5 stops on the way, including at the Best Western Plus over there, right across the street. And you'll have a nice band. You'll have dinner. Any room rates by chance, if you want to stay all night.
Yes, they are offering rooms for $70.
Really?
Wow.
That's great.
So you can drink and have a good time
Listen,
and not have to drive.
The next time I get kicked out of this house, I'm heading to the Best Western Plus. Right there is where that right there's a testament.
They are great to us. They really do us well.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And once again, check them out on Bikers for a Cure on Facebook and the Ride for Life 2018 there on Facebook also. You'll get all the information. And once again, Chrissy, your phone number there in case somebody wants more information.
Whoa.
304-677-1472.
And listen, just because you don't have a bike doesn't mean you can't be involved. I'm sure if some businesses wanted to help also, it's not too late that you could go ahead and take some donations for them because, once again, we're talking about cancer. And we all know cancer sucks. And you guys are doing a great job considering this is your 17th year in a row. Now, when do you start planning for number 18?
The day after the ride.
Sunday.
Wow. So you guys, this is a full year to get ready for one.
It has
ride.
to be.
Yes, it is. People call us all the time and say, hey, can you help us put a poker run on next month? And I'm like,
Nope.
no, you can't do it in a month.
Not a good one.
Not a good one. That's true.
Yeah, that's rough. That would be rough. But you want to, but you just don't have time. That's the same thing that we have here. There's so many things that we want to do, but we can't because we have family time, and you know what? It's hard. But it's hard to say no. That's my problem. It's hard to say no.
Well, that's because you got a heart of gold. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Because you care, when you care, you put yourself out there to help people, and that's what good people do.
Yep.
I mean,
speaking of good people and speaking of bad people,
any
leads that happened downtown?
Oh no. Well,
let's give a quick rundown on what happened downtown Shinston.
The other night, some 2 yahoos were in a razor and they did some tearing property up and stuff. And what really torqued me was across from where my mom and dad live on Rebecca Street. The Methodist Church owns that lot, and they have the community garden there. So they tore that lot up with the razor really, really bad, and the grass is always kept real nice and neat there. Then they went across and went through the community garden.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they used that community garden for the Lord's Pantry, to help the unfortunate. And that's what really torqued me. But to come to find out, this wasn't just downtown. They went out East Shinston, drove through people's yards, out at the park, tore a bunch of stuff up out Enterprise Bethlehem Road. But it all took place the other night. So I decided I was going to give, if anybody can, tell me who that is, which will lead to the conviction of these yahoos.
Or at the very least, a good ass beat.
Yeah, something,
Which
right?
might be better than the conviction.
Yes.
Yeah, but I am personally going to put up a $250 reward for that, just to, to prove a point.
You have to have some pretty. You have to be a pretty big. I'm going to cuss a little bit because I like to cuss.
Yeah.
You have to be a pretty big selfless bastard, asshole, whatever
Dickhead.
you know what I mean, to do something like that. To have to run through town and then to run,
Yeah, you just run
who
amok.
does that?
Just to tear stuff
I
up,
mean,
man.
is
I
it-
mean,
is it-
come on.
And there were some people giving the police a hard time on that, but I want to tell you, they when they were notified, that they did come out and look, but they couldn't catch them by that point.
Somebody, I guarantee you, if they see, I didn't hear anything about the East Shinston and Enterprise stuff. Somebody heard a razor running around and looked out. At least have
somebody.
quiet.
Yeah, somebody knows something.
And there was a couple people who told me they saw them in town.
You know the color of it?
No, not the razor itself. But they did say one of the gentlemen who were in the bike, had a black Nike shirt on. There was a couple people who saw them, but they really couldn't make out, who they were or whatever they were doing, and it's just it's unfortunate, and I get it. I mean, if they want to ride around and have a good time, I get it. But why do you destroy property like that?
Yeah.
Especially, and then the community garden of all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that put a lot of hard work into that. Phyllis Rigger being one of them,
Right.
and then
Kevin
and
Wiles.
Kevin Wiles. They spend a lot of time down there on their own, trying to do something that Lee Rigger started, and that's just what a shame. What a shame.
You know what? Some of these young, I'm not going to say all of them, but just some of these young people, they just don't have no respect.
No.
They have no respect for personal property of other. It's all about them. And I hate to say that, but you know what? This just because I've had kids grow up and I've had them go through school, and I just know how it is with these young kids. And again, not all of them,
right?
Some of them get, but like these yahoos here, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. That's the
Nah.
bad part about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, it's getting
but-
bad all around here.
I mean, when you had the balls, I'm just thinking of this. When you had the balls to take a razor through town, not thinking, you never know when a cop's going to be driving by.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then go through people's yards in East Shinston.
Yeah.
So you had to sort of know the area so you know that they're from
Yeah,
around
that's what I
here.
was thinking
You know what I mean?
too.
'Cause- and to get out there, they either went through the rails for trails.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
they went up. They
Yeah.
didn't. I'm sure they didn't go
Went up
through East
through,
Avenue.
No, I think
went
they-
up by the old middle school.
Yeah,
on
that's
that
where they
road
went
out
through Riverdale.
Through Riverdale.
And
Yeah.
that's the new. That's
Mark Southern's
thing
Yeah,
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go up.
So
by
they
the
had to.
old
They had
high
to know the
school.
area then.
Yep.
Yeah. They were doing donuts right now. That takes some balls too.
Yeah, it does.
Right. They were doing donuts right in the intersection downtown, right at the stoplight. You can see the marks in the road.
Really? Still?
Yeah,
using
yeah.
it? Gee whiz, these guys
But
got
I didn't know anything about it. And I saw my mom had posted on Facebook yesterday morning, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Yeah.
So, but no, we did get a lot of information, just nothing that you can pinpoint anybody. But if anybody's out there and hears this, get a hold of me. They can send me a private message, just like
If
on
not,
Facebook.
he can step up and turn himself in too.
Well, do that, and I'll give you $250.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How about
I did it.
when's Frontier Days
I
parade?
did
So
it.
we still,
The Frontier Days is not this coming week; it's the week after next.
Isn't it like the last weekend of August?
Yeah, it's not this week; the weekend after next.
any
And
quick information on that?
real quick, the big thing is going to be Friday night. The Clarks.
Oh, they're going to be downtown.
The Clarks are coming. It's a 100%
Wow.
free concert. The fire department
Wow.
will have the beer garden will be open. Come watch the Clarks. What Brendan Gallagher's band's playing before them to open up
Last
for
year's
the Clarks.
model?
Yeah, last year's model's opening up for the Clarks. That's a big ordeal right there.
Yeah, that is. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the Fireman's Parade?
That'll be the night before, so that'd be Thursday.
You know what's hilarious? 2 years ago during the Fireman's Parade.
Yeah.
We went down and Todd went down because you guys were on it. I
Yeah.
think Rogue, my nephew, he was
Yeah.
even going to somewhat get in that truck, but he backed out. a
Yeah,
little
he
bit.
backed out.
That was the very first time I've ever met Michelle in my life.
I remember.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Driving right by there.
kidding.
Driving down to East Shinston when it was down there when you guys were setting up to go downtown out of there. Yeah, that's the first time I ever saw her before in my life.
It's going to be good this year as well. Frontier Days, really, in all honesty, since they brought that back, there's a lot of people do a lot of hard work to put that on. The fire department will have their craft show Saturday morning. That's always a big hit as well. And so I think it'll be very successful. We'll find out.
Are we still going to have the naked Japanese karaoke?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Hosted
that's
by-
at 3:30 a.m.
Hosted by Brucella.
Yeah, Bruce is bringing them all.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's only doing it as he's going to have his Australian voice when he does it.
Nice.
Yeah.
In 2 Saturdays, go down to the Frontier Days Parade and watch naked Japanese karaoke with Bruce Silla. He'll bring midgets. He'll bring Japanese midgets. And they'll all be nude.
Free. And if you don't come down, he'll bring his samurai sword. And
do something.
It's not a samurai sword, by the way. It's a keto sword, right? What kind of?
I did not know what that was going to do.
It's a samurai sword, man. Samurai warrior.
That's what they usually call, but they do have a different length of a sword
and different angle on them too, don't they?
Yeah, different length and
right.
different angles.
Yeah.
But for just a round eye like me, it is a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Samurai.
I wouldn't call it a samurai sword.
What would you call it?
I'd call it a big-ass Japanese knife
Yeah,
Ginsu, boy.
big
I'd call that thing a
ass
Ginsu sword.
Japanese bread slicer.
Because let me tell you something. I've seen those things on movies where they can chop people's heads off and they can open up cans. Them things right there are amazing.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? You put them on a fender of a Honda, it'll rust right out. Don't understand it.
Well, I saw a thing on Facebook the other day. Well, speaking of that, real quick before we get out of here, do you like the new format on Facebook where it brings up your like the videos and all that?
I hate that.
I don't like it either.
I don't like
it.
But no, it's driving me nuts. But during one of those videos, because I can't help myself when I'm doing number 2, you got to get it out your phone.
Well, yeah.
Right, sure.
Yeah,
but I watched like the library.
Wipe it all over the screen.
Sure. Yeah, you watch like 6 or 7 videos in a row.
Sure.
But I watched them make a knife out of rice.
What?
Yes. They made
a knife out of rice. Like they took the rice, they cooked it down, and then they put it in they just put it in and like rolled it like in a little crusher thing. They did that for 15, 20 minutes and baked it and did something else. Put it in a form as a knife. Boom, they were cutting tomatoes with it.
No kidding.
Went right through a plastic bottle. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That was rice. And then you can eat it when you're done.
Yeah.
See, I love that.
We got to get Bruce out this Halloween to do some
Listen,
pumpkin
we had a
carving,
skit.
right?
We had a skit last year that we were going to do, but we never got around to it. But we have a lot of great ideas that we never actually initiate. Yeah. One of them was pumpkin carving with Bruce, and we were going to have these pumpkins that we got down from Bell down there at the garden center on Meadowbrook Road. Okay, and Bruce was going to have his samurai sword.
Thank you, Chuck.
And he was going to carve these jack-o'-lanterns up, and you would see Bruce swinging and stuff, doing all this stuff. Pumpkin guts flying everywhere, but then when he was done, they were going to be pristine, just absolutely perfect.
I think we can still do that.
Like like the castle there in Bavaria, that really cool looking castle.
Transylvania.
It was going to be fantastic, and we never got around to it.
But
This
we'll
year,
do it.
though, we're going to do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll do it this year.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, anyway, thanks for you guys for coming in. Once again, to run down it real quick, the Ride for Life happens this Saturday at the Texas Roadhouse. For all the information, any more information, keep up on it. And you guys do. You're pretty good about doing just information in general about everything, really. Just go to the Facebook page, Bikers for a Cure. If you want to know specifically about the Ride for Life, just search that, the Ride for Life 2018. It can't get any more simple than that. Yep. But I really appreciate you guys coming in.
We appreciate you having us.
How
Thank
did it
you.
go? How was the biker night? Was it Thursday?
It was a sellout. I mean, that place was packed, and it rained, and people still came out. So
that's awesome.
That turned out good.
Bikers are very generous. Chad Puccio has always said that there's a stigma, which is starting to change now. Which, by the way, do we want to have this contest or something?
Yes, we have some motorcycle trivia giveaway. 2 T-shirts.
Call in.
Well, I almost missed that.
Okay, listen, here's what we're going to do. What do we have that we're going to give away right now?
We have 2 T-shirts, Ride for Life T-shirts. We also have 2 free registrations, and we also have a free dinner at Texas Roadhouse.
Listen, that is a lot of savings.
Yeah.
Now, is this going to be on one shot, or are you just going to give these in like, how do you want to give them away?
Well, we have 5 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So now listen.
You have to do it.
I'll do it. I'll read the question.
Do we want to do it on the
As a call-in.
Well,
First
it's such a
such a long
we can
process.
try it. We can try it. The bad thing about it when you do a
'Cause
call
of
in,
the
they have to
delay.
get off the phone. They have to get off their
yeah,
thing. So
yeah,
that's the bad thing about call in.
What if
How you wanna do it?
they message it?
We can
Comments.
let's do that.
Comments.
Comment.
The first
Okay,
one is
who's
the
on the
comments.
comment?
All right. Somebody's going to have to do it because I can't see the comments.
All right, Todd.
So
I'll be watching the comments. Now, listen, you can't, if you get the right answer for the first question, then you're pretty much, you can't win every one of them.
Right. 1 win.
One win per person.
1 win per person. The first prize is going to be
Ride for Life T-shirt.
Ride for Life T-shirts. T-shirt?
A T-shirt.
A T-shirt. A Ride for Life T-shirt. Here is the question.
When did Harley Davidson first start selling sidecars to go with the bikes?
All
That's
right.
a toughie.
That would be a toughie. I don't know. I'll have to Google that one. Once again, the question for a Ride for Life T-shirt is: what year did Harley Davidson start making sidecars? We're going to go because it takes a couple seconds. In the meantime, you know what I need to do?
Yeah, because we're
I'll tell
like
you
a delay.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to get some background music while we do this.
Oh, why
Okay.
don't you?
Kind of put us in the mood. Well, we're giving away. I didn't even think about that earlier. Didn't even think about it. Didn't cross my mind until we started wrapping things up. But go ahead.
All right.
Right now
Can you
for-
read that question one more time, Darren?
Yes,
All
for
For a Ride for
T-shirt,
Life
for Ride for
T-shirt.
Life T-shirt. The question was, when did Harley Davidson first start selling sidecars to go with the bikes?
Yeah. All we need you to do is in the comment section, put your answer. And you know what? If you get it right, you're a winner.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
It's simple as that. But but for one,
We got any comments at all?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's 15, 20 seconds depending on when whoever's watching it.
Not yet.
I think I might have scared him a little bit.
You think
But-
you did?
but
Nobody knows.
I was starting to sign off.
Yeah, and people were like, "Okay, it's over." Click.
How many does it look like we're watching?
It
looks
don't
like-
matter.
All right.
Okay, well, shit. Who's on there right now? We'll call him up.
Call Kevin Wiles.
Call Kevin up.
Yeah.
He's got the phone.
I can call him on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We can call Tracy.
Tracy.
Is she on here?
Still no answers?
This is my mistake.
Here we go.
Dang it.
Calling Kevin. Here we go.
All right. You want me to just give him a
Well,
question?
he might not be able to hear it on that. He's not going to be able to hear us on that phone.
Oh, he can't?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh. Hey,
Ruh-roh.
hold on.
Ruh-roh.
It's going to have to be on
He's
that.
not going to answer anyway.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Bye. Bye, Kevin.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Can you guys come in here before another night this week? Can you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, just maybe for like a half hour, we'll talk about it again.
Sure.
And then we'll do it then.
Okay.
And that way we'll have a fresh audience that way.
Michelle
Perfect.
Rogan said I won. Yeah, what night? What night, Chuck?
What
Midweek?
night-
Wednesday?
What night's good for you? You want to do it closer to the weekend? Maybe
Wednesday's not
Thursday?
good for you.
Wednesday?
Wednesday I can't. Any other night I can.
Okay, how about Jesse got one? Let's see. Hold on. What'd Jesse say? 1922?
Jesse.
Negative.
He's
That's
close.
He's
Negative.
close.
Close.
Okay, look, we're going to cut it off. We're going to cut this thing off. Let's do it Thursday. I don't think there's anything going on Thursday.
I can be here Thursday.
Can you do it Thursday?
Sure.
We'll do it. We can do it early. We don't have to do it this late. Whenever you guys are free, we'll do it maybe like a half hour in and out. We'll do
Okay.
this. We'll talk about it again. We'll even put the video and stuff up like that. We'll have the contest in. That'll be really fresh in everybody's mind, and we'll knock it out that way.
Okay, sounds great.
Would that be okay?
Perfect.
Instead of
Yeah.
doing all this stuff here like
Well,
this, we'll just do a live
well, because
video.
the problem is I didn't even think about it. And then, Miranda, 1956.
No.
Dang.
No. Dad,
All right.
Going it. Miranda.
So since we're not going to use this one any longer,
It's off.
we won't have that on.
But don't tell the
tell
the answer no
Okay.
because we'll use it again on Thursday.
That's why I was thinking we
Right.
wouldn't use it. so-
Right. Okay. We'll do that once again on Thursday. This Thursday, if everything works out. If not, we're definitely going to do it. Well, it'll have to be on Thursday for the most part.
Yes.
I guess. We're going to have you guys back in. We're going to talk about it. We'll do a short little deal. We're going to have this contest. We'll have a couple T-shirts, a couple registrations, a couple dinners.
Just one dinner.
Just one dinner.
Hey.
Fantastic.
I like to have that dinner.
So be tuning in, maybe, like you let me know, and we'll promo that thing up, and we'll get really in depth with it. We'll have a whole show just about the Ride for Life.
That sounds great.
Yeah, we'll do it. All right.
Hey, Darren, send me those questions. Winky.
Wink, wink. Send me the answers.
So on behalf of Chad and Carol, who are down at the Disney World, over here we have D-Mac. Once again, Clinton and Chrissy can't help you enough. Apologize for making it sound like we were off, and then all of a sudden I realized that by that time everything's kind of nutso. But thanks for coming in. We'll see you again later in the week.
Perfect.
Good
Thank
deal.
you.
Thank you.
The absent Jimmy Whiz from Pittsburgh, who had to leave a little earlier. Down on the director, almost married now.
Saturday.
Darren Harmon.
Weekend.
Straight from Tokyo, Japan, Bruce Tagahashi, and the best guy.
I love you, Chuck.
The best guy at my wedding. He's a great friend.
I love you.
And
I
he's
love
he's my
I love you.
he's my actual secret boyfriend.
Thank you for telling everybody.
That's
It's not secret
Todd,
no more.
Todd, Captain Earl Beck. Ladies and gentlemen, until Thursday. Hey, guess what? You've been listening to Rogan Radio.